Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Vortex, where lies and falsehoods are trapped and exposed. I'm Michaela Vorisa, coming to you from Church Militant's 7th annual retreat at sea. The news doesn't stop for anyone, including the Catholic world, and a couple hundred retreatants being with us here on the high seas for this week does not stop the news from happening either. Earlier this week, the Bishop of Rapid City, South Dakota, Robert Gruss, issued a letter read at Masses, which began this way, quote, "Recently, there have been ads in the Rapid City Journal paid for by a Mr. Stephen Brady, founder and president of Roman Catholic Faithful, Inc. According to their website, Roman Catholic Faithful claims to be a network of faithful laity, investigators, and attorneys whose goal is to rid the Catholic Church of clerical corruption. It also appears that they are connected in some way to Church Militant," closed quote. First, for the record, Church Militant is as supportive of Mr. Brady and RCF as we could possibly be. His mission is solid, and every single faithful Catholic should support it. So while we are not officially connected to RCF, we are nevertheless connected in some way, and that way is our love and concern for Holy Mother Church and seeing the corrupt financial, sexual, and political network of bishops be completely exposed and obliterated. That opening paragraph of the bishop's letter is where the truth ended. The rest of the letter is an attack on Stephen Brady and Roman Catholic Faithful, Inc. and its mission, culminating in calling them, and Church Militant by extension, evil. Here is the relevant line, quote, "Therefore, their mission is evil and guided by the evil one. Any group that seeks to divide the church by sharing false information is doing the work of Satan," closed quote. Careful there, Bishop. Clerics who live in glass houses shouldn't be throwing stones. What is evil is bishops who keep their mouths shut, pilfer tens of millions of dollars from the laity, advance homosexual perverts up the ranks, cover up an entire network of pederast sodomites and collars and miters, and destroy the faith of hundreds of millions of Catholics that they have bent over backwards to malform. That's what's evil, Bishop Gruss, not trying to shine a light on it. Brady and his group have Blaise Cupich, Cardinal and Archbishop of Chicago, in their sights, as well they should. That man is a liar and a conniver. He perverts Catholic doctrine, calls for a revolution in the church, applauds active homosexuals and divorced and civilly remarried Catholics committing sacrilege by reception of Holy Communion, and we could go on and on. The evil that Brady is engaged in is actually Catholic activism. He and all his supporters care about the purity of the faith, and that's not evil, Bishop, and it certainly isn't guided by the evil one. They and we care about the division that you hapless, ineffectual bishops have caused. That's the real division, and that's what's been guided by the evil one. You have sucked at the teats of the state and the culture and become poisoned in your thinking. How dare you attack a man like Brady, whose only goal is to accomplish what you bishops will not do, which is to purge from your ranks the wolves in shepherd's clothing. You hypocrites, in your lust for power, you circle the wagons and come rushing to the defense of your fellow bishops when they are rightly called out by the faithful for their lack of faith. Hypocrites. Where is your letter being read at Masses calling for the excommunication of Catholic politicians who favor abortion? Where is your letter denouncing Dolan in New York for his pathetic excuse-making? Hypocrites. Where is your letter being read at the Masses denouncing your brother bishop in Joliet, Illinois, who said the week before that he doesn't know if Christ actually intended to establish a church? Hypocrites. Where is your letter in support of the truth laid out by Archbishop Vigano, giving testimony to the entire homosexual current in the church and the hierarchy? Hypocrite. Where is your letter denouncing Detroit Archbishop Alan Vigneron for permitting a Catholic funeral for Congressman John Dingell, one of the most bloodthirsty killers of preborn life in the nation? Hypocrite. Where is your addendum to that letter to Vigneron for allowing Joe Biden to receive Holy Communion at that same funeral mass? Faithful Catholics are done with your hypocrisy and your cover-up and your malice and your greed and your sexual dysfunction and your financial rip-offs and the whole lot of it. until faithful Catholics begin to realize that some of these men are the most vile form of hypocrites. Your children and your grandchildren will continue to lose their faith because they have put into place a system of oversight in the church that guarantees that outcome. And if you don't believe that, then check out the mass attendance numbers, the vocation numbers, and the severe tanking drop-off of virtually all young people who still claim to be Catholic. Brady is to be praised and honored for his work, not declared evil, and that applies to us at Church Militant here as well. How dare a bishop, and call out a layman or a group of laymen evil for their work in trying to restore the church. You are the evil ones. You are straight up the offspring of the serpent. You allow that doctrinal pervert James Martin access to tens of thousands of Catholics to twist their minds with his lies. You come out in support of Supich, who is one of Martin's biggest cheerleaders. Evil? Really? You better go check the definition of evil in the dictionary. Not to mention, issue a letter of apology that is also read out at all the masses. Stop supporting these men, Catholics. Stop supporting them. They care nothing about your souls. They care only about their power and nothing more. God love you. I'm Michaela Vorisa.